Hello and welcome to the Should You Buy for the Piranha. We're going to take a look at the mech's stats, its hardpoints, its possible hitbox location based on its concept art, and whether or not you should purchase it. But we're going to go down and take a look at the packages first. We have the standard pack at $15 and the collector's pack at $30. Interesting to note, these are slightly reduced in cost comparatively to the packages for mediums, heavies, and assaults in order to make the lights a little bit better of a deal to purchase because, lights are easier to purchase in the game, they're less C-bills, they're less MC, so it makes sense that they're slightly less cost in order to get them through the packages. So that's good. This one's normally be $20, but it's $15. This would normally be $40, but it is $30. For the different packages, we get the PR1, 2, and 3 in the standard pack with the PIR 1, 2, and 3 in the collectors with a 1 variant with a 30% C-bill boost and the custom camo pattern. Of course, they come with mech bays to fill them up and 30 days of active premium time with the standard and 60 days with the collector's version and a bunch of cockpit items and various titles and badges. Moving on, we have the hero and reinforcement add-ons for $10 each. These would normally be $15 for mediums, heavies, and assaults. So nice price reduction there as well. And we get the cipher for the hero and the PIRA for B for the reinforcement add-ons. We're going to take a look at those variants and see if they are pay to win or pay to optimize compared to the standard packages. Moving down here, we have this ultimate pack, which is just everything added up together for $50. Well, even with the price reductions, this is good because it's just everything all together. It'd still be nice if there was, again, a small reduction in the ultimate pack of say $5, just to say, hey, you're buying everything at once in one big purchase. Thank you. Here's an additional little thing to incentivize that. Early adopter rewards. If you pre-order the Piranha before October 31st at midnight Pacific Standard Time or whatever that is, you will receive the following items, and that is some various cockpit items, some patterns, decals, some colors, and in-game currency. Now to look at the specs. Now this is a clan battle mech, so we can change our maximum engine rating around, although I don't think anyone actually will, considering the low maximum of this mech, and it's 20 tons. This is great for the clan side as we haven't had a 20-tonner yet. But no jump jets at all on any of them, along with no ECM and no mask. Let's take a look at the spreadsheet warrior at what this mech can carry for pod space. Now, I'm just putting in a few things here. When it comes to clan mechs, they can lose a side torso and not die. They have that clan XL engine. So guaranteed you're taking an XL, you're not taking a standard engine on this thing. So taking an XL. Beyond that, the things for Endo and Pharaoh, we want to see how many slots they take up when it comes to, say we're doing a laser-focused build on a couple of the variants. We might want to take off Pharaoh because we might want to free up those slots. However, this is clan technology. This engine of the upgrades of Endo and Pharaoh are only 7 slots, so only 14 in total instead of the 14 each when it comes to the inner sphere. So you can most likely take all of them, Endo and Pharaoh, and still have plenty of space in order to do your design. Also, another thing I wanted to point out, the 180 and 175 are the exact same weight, and the 180 gets you a little bit faster, so there's no point in taking a 175. Just putting it in there to show that same engine weight. But if you were going to drop down to go a little bit slower and get a little bit more pod space, you'll probably need to drop down to 150. That'll get you a ton and a half off your engine weight, but then you'll lose an internal heat sink. So instead of saving a ton and a half, you're actually only saving half a ton. So I don't think that dropping your engine at all is going to be very useful. You're not going to be saving much weight, and you're most likely just going to be running a 180 XL with Endo and Pharaoh for a total of 49.53% pod space. That is significant. You're going to have almost 10 tons, and with a tiny bit of armor shaving, probably from the head because it's a light, so it probably doesn't need as many full head armor because it's probably not going to get cockpitted. You're going to have 50% pod space on this thing. That's pretty amazing. Well, let's pop back to the store page here, and let's go through the hard points. We'll put this line up down here. We're going to go through these vertically because they are battle mechs. They cannot change their hard points around, and we'll just have to remember there's the 1, the 2, the 3, the A and the B, and then the cipher, because if I put this down to here, I can't get them up here, unfortunately. But for the PIR-1, we have a total of 3 energy and 12 ballistic. 12! We have 1 energy in each arm and an energy in the center torso, and then 6 ballistic in each side. What? You know, we thought the crit Lynx and the crit Arctic Cheetah were like these, oh my god, that's amazing. And they have like, what, 8 or something like that? This is 12. It's full 50% more. It's ridiculous. I would say just put on some small lasers or micro lasers, load up with light machine guns, and rip people's faces off. This mech is going to be amazing at that role. It is going to be the ultimate vulture of coming in and ripping somebody to shreds that is already had their armor removed. Beautiful. The PIR-2 gets rid of all of the ballistic. It literally switches 1-to-1 for ballistic to energy. So we have, again, 1 energy in the arm, 1 energy in the arm, 1 energy in the center torso, but then 6 energy in each side torso for a total of 15 energy. Now, when I first came out with my thoughts about the Civil War technology, I said back then that I believe micro lasers are a weapon that doesn't have a mech yet for it. There's no reason to take micro lasers on any current mechs because there isn't something small enough, light enough, fast enough, with enough energy hardpoints in order to maximize on them. That's changed. Friggin' 15 ER micro lasers? That sounds fun. Even so, if you cut a couple of those and you go down to like 13 ER micros or something along those lines, that's going to be very fun to play with. Any sort of energy-based builds here, either micro lasers, small pulse lasers, anything you want can fit on this thing. Going on to the PIR-3 next over here, it is basically a 2, but with a little bit of rearrangement. It's -1 total energy, you're down to 14, but when you're at these numbers, that doesn't matter. You're not really likely to use all 15 energy on the previous one, so whatever build you think of for the 2 is going to fit on the 3 most likely. But we have 2 energy in each arm for a total of 4 that you can aim with upper and lower arm actuators, then a total of 10 in the side torsos with 5 between each torso. And it's the only one here that doesn't have any center torso energy. But again, it's a micro laser thing, micro pulse, that kind of stuff. It's going to be beautiful. Moving on to the first of the reinforcement package, the A, we have the first really interesting one. And I just want to get this out of the way. For both the reinforcements and the hero, I don't feel like there is any pay to win or pay to optimize. They are different and they have cool different playstyles, but they're not objectively better. They may be objectively better for one specific build, but the other ones are still effective. It's not like, you know, the basic ones only had 3 hard points and the better ones only had all the 12. That would be pay to win. But mass light machine guns versus what these ones can do, no concerns at all about pay to win or pay to optimize with this package. So okay, back onto the A. We have a total of 3 energy and 8 ballistic. So we're losing a little bit of the hard points on these things, but still more than enough. Say 3 small lasers, 8 LMGs. That's a lot of firepower if you can get it to fit. The interesting thing about this one is it has 4 AMS and 2 in each side torso. All I can think about with this one is the Beef has another mech to make a point-blank AMS video about. I can't wait to see it. 4 AMS, you put like all your AMS bonuses on this thing, you stack up with 4, they just like, nothing will touch you from LRMs or streaks or things like that, because AMS do work on streaks if you keep them at enough of a range. So yeah, that's awesome. Moving on to the B here, we have 6 energy and 4 ballistic. This is one of the ones where it's sort of a more even combination of the two different types of hardpoints that these have. It's got 2 energy in each arm, it's got 2 energy in the center torso, and 2 ballistic in each torso. It's good. It's just a nice little mix. You could do some mix more, maybe, you know, energy focused with some ballistic backup, so you can, you know, use your lasers to get through that armor, and then use some light machine guns or something like that, regular machine guns, to rip through the internal structure after you've opened them up. Now lastly, we have the Cypher, the hero mech, and this one's got 9 energy and 6 ballistic, so 1 energy in each arm, an energy in the center torso, 3 in each side, as well as 3 ballistic in each side. So this one has, it's like the B over here. It's a mix of the energy and ballistic. It's fairly even, you know, 9 to 6. You know, those numbers are inflated enough that once they're past that point, you don't really care how high they go, because you're probably not going to use them all. It's going to be good, but like I said before, these energy in this side torso basically make it so that this hero could do either an energy-based build or a ballistic build or a combo build. So it just makes it flexible, where this one, the one is a ballistic one, this one is an energy one, and this one is like a combo. This one is all 3. So it's not that it's inherently better than them other ones, it's just more flexible, and I'm fine with that. Actually, I think this hero is going to be quite good and is going to be able to rip some things apart. Well, let's head back up to the concept art and take a look at the beautiful concept art. Of course, Alex Iglesias, you are a god. Please keep designing mechs for the rest of your life, because it's beautiful. This thing is 20 tons, so while it may look big in this picture, because there's nothing to scale it against, and the lights, they tend to make a little bit bigger so you can actually see the details on them, this is not to scale with the other images that show up on these ones, at least I assume. This thing is probably going to be very durable. It can lose a side torso, but also it's humanoid shaped, which leads to more durability. Tall, thin hitboxes make it easier for you to torso twist and spread that damage around. Also, look at all of those gun ports on the chest. This thing is just going to be like vomiting machine gun fire from there. It's going to be like, make a bad reference here, it's going to be like a fembot from Austin Powers. It's going to be just shooting all sorts of machine guns out of its chests. God, that's bad. But anyway, those arms also look a little bit bulky, and that's okay, because the majority of the firepower on all these things is in these side torsos. So you can lose these arms, and you don't even put weapons in them. You know, just like 12 machine guns and a single energy center torso laser. You're good. Who cares about the arms? So I think this thing is actually going to be really tanky. It's going to be fast because it's a 20-tonner. It's going to go like 150 after tweak or something along those lines. It can't jump and it can't mask, but who cares when it is going to be basically direct competition for the spot that the Locust likes. I'm really excited about this mech. It is going to be great, and if you can't tell, if you like light mechs, you will probably like the Piranha. It has everything going for it. It is clan, it is battle tech, like it is a battle mech. It has tons of energy and ballistic, which are the hard points for light mechs. Missiles can get a little heavy when you have to think about all of their ammo and stuff like that. But mass machine guns, mass energy weapons, these things are going to be beautiful. And I'm going to be picking them up for sure. But that is going to be it for now. Hopefully that gave you the information of whether or not you wanted to purchase the Piranha. And I'll see you guys next time. Until then, thanks for watching, and good hunting.